Hello everyone, this is Tom from TutorBros. Today we're going to be looking at the last few special cases when multiplying polynomials. Now, unlike the previous videos on this topic where we started with the factors and multiplied them together to demonstrate a special product, this time we're going to start with the products and work backward to determine the factors. Now, in both cases here, the product contains two cubes. So the first is the sum of two cubes. That would be this one here. And the second is the difference of two cubes, and that would be this one here. Now you'll notice that their factors are very similar, but not exactly the same, and we'll go over the difference between them in just a minute. Now, in order to find the factors of these two special products, we have to take the cubic root of the first and second term in each product. So that'll give us our values for A and B respectively, and then we can plug A and B into these special patterns that emerge in their factors. So that would be over here. So we can find A and B by taking the cubic root of each term in the product and then plugging it in to these special patterns that emerge. Okay. So the factors of the sum of two cubes are a binomial and a trinomial. The binomial is just the sum of A and B, so that would be just A plus B, and A squared minus the product of A and B plus B squared. Okay, so let's take a look at an example problem to make this a little bit more concrete. Okay, we'll start with x cubed plus 27. And again, this is modeled after number 1 here. Alrighty, so the first step would be to take the cubic root of each term in the product. So the first term is x cubed, take the cubic root, that gives us x. So that's our A term. Then we do the same thing with the second term, 27, take the cubic root, that gives us 3. So that'll be our B term. And then we just plug those into the special patterns that emerge in the factors above. Okay, so we'll start with the binomial. Again, the binomial is just the sum of A and B, so it would be x plus 3. And then the trinomial would be the A, or in this case x squared, minus 3x plus 3 cubed, which would be 9. And then we're done. So that's easy enough. The factors of x cubed plus 27 would be x plus 3 and x squared minus 3x plus 9. Okay, now let's do an example problem modeled after number 2. So we would be starting with the difference of two cubes. But before we do that, just take note that the only difference in the factors in case number 2 is that we switch the middle sign of the binomial and the trinomial. So now we multiply the difference of A and B, so A minus B instead of A plus B, by A squared plus AB instead of minus AB plus B squared. And everything else stays the same. So the order of the signs can be a little bit tricky. To help you better remember the pattern of the signs, here's a little observation. Whichever special product you're working with, the middle sign of the binomial is the same as the middle sign in the product. So if the product is the sum of two cubes, as it is here, then the middle term in the binomial will be plus or positive. And then, as we'll see in number 2, if we're finding the factors of the difference of two cubes, then the binomial will be A minus B. So you see the sign here would be the same as the sign in this one, and the same would be true of number 1. Okay, so let's do another example problem modeled after number 2. So we'll do x cubed minus 125. Okay, and again, it's modeled after number 2. All right, we'll start with the binomial again. So we take first we have to take the cubic root of the two terms in the product, x cubed and 125. So the cubic root of x cubed, again, would just be x, and the cubic root of 125 would be 5. Okay, so the binomial will just be the difference of A and B, so that's x minus 5. And then we multiply by the trinomial, which would be x squared plus 5x plus 5 squared, or 25. And there you have it. So the factors of x cubed minus 125 would be the binomial x minus 5 and the trinomial x squared plus 5x plus 25.